Oh, where has my Pookie gone? Oh, where is my Pookie? I haven't used Pookie in a long time, have I?
No, it's been like 20 years since you've used Pookie.
I'm rolling in a different location and you're rolling in a different location, yes?
Yes, yes, and it's funny, I'm helping your dad.
It's almost like it's in our DNA to be caregivers.
Well,
Or, well,
definitely
for
is
me
in
personally.
it's definitely in yours, but I think we're just those kind of caring, helping people. It feels good to help people, and especially your dad. He has put me up for both my last 2 surgeries, and I was able to recover here. So,
Yeah,
I
my dad
I
is off.
enjoy I enjoy supporting him and giving him the opportunity to go see his brother in Pennsylvania
That's
for his brother's 70th birthday, and your dad doesn't wanna leave his wife, Tina, for too long, and she's good, though, she's pretty healthy, but, just in case, doesn't want her to fall or anything actually to happen, so I am in Zephyr Hills, Florida, and Joe, where are you?
I am in Silver Springs. We're here to talk about the last interesting couple weeks here. And I think we're on a rant or a venting. At least I am, because your parents had finally left Florida. And my parents are still here, but it's going to be crazy, right? So we're going to do this on the next Rolling Rogans. We
Rolling
are
Rogans!
rolling. Hi,
I'm Amy,
and I'm
and
Joe.
we're the Rolling Rogans.
Whoa!
Please like, subscribe, share if you haven't. And then also we have our Patreon. We would really appreciate if you could support us because this is basically what I do for a living now is I'm doing these podcasts as we take care of Joe's mom. We
And
have
your
3
health.
and my health because depends on what day I can do things. You can go to patreon.com/rollingrogans and we have 3 levels is a $3 level, a $5 level, and a $10 level. And those are per month membership. There's different benefits to it, so if you go to the website, you'll see all the little tier level benefit things. Appreciate your help. Hope you're enjoying the conversations as we are on this journey of the art of aging.
Please help me.
So we tried recording an episode on the way down here, but we didn't like it, so
It's
we're
tough.
doing.
It's not us. It's not authentic. That's what I didn't like about it. And that was kind of my first rant, and I just now felt like an old fogey ranting about politics, and I don't want to do that to our viewers.
All right.
So that's later on in my years when I become what I guess the baby boomer age is as a Gen X person. I
Yeah.
wonder what they're going to call Gen Xers, maybe other derogative names as we get older. But you know what? I do feel like we got our shit together because we're kind of forgotten.
Well, the Gen X is the forgotten generation. Like, people don't pay attention to us. And you and I are towards the tail end of Gen X. So we have a little bit of millennial in us. So we know the technology, but we also know we're the last generation that knows before technology, before the internet.
Right. We watched the internet give birth to itself like it was born.
Right.
And you remember Prodigy.
Right. Okay. Wait, I'm going to stop you because we're going to sidetrack. This is not what we were planning on talking about.
Oh, no, no, we get in there, we get in there. Somehow it'll lead to what we're talking about. I'm not beating around the bush. I am glad that, your parents are gone. Yeah.
All right, so let me give backstory. My parents come to Florida to visit for about 4 to 6 weeks every February. They bought a timeshare in Orlando the same year that we sold our house and went into
They're
van
like,
life.
"Packing up, see ya, gotta go."
They weren't too happy about that. But
Well,
the cool thing is with our van life, we could go anywhere that they chose to go.
anywhere, anywhere, anywhere their heart desires.
We
But
could
where did
meet
they
them in
go?
Lake Tahoe. We could meet them in Arizona. But where do they choose to go, Joe?
It's that frickin' rat. It's that place where, people
Orlando.
Oh, sorry.
Orlando.
Yeah, the happy sunshine state. You're right.
I think I talked over you, so I think I naturally bleeped you out.
It's where people go to worship a rat.
Yeah.
not a mouse, a rat, a filthy, disgusting rat. Sorry. That's my personal. That's all I'm going to go from there. I may be bitter. Hey, I come from a field of animation. I've come from the 12 principles of animation, from the nine old men, the traditions. And this hurts that I see what Disney. Oh, I said the name. Shit. Okay. Anyway. Oh
I
boy. Ha!
I have a
Can't wait
feeling
to
I'm
talk
gonna
about this, motherfucker.
I feel like I'm gonna have to keep you on track pretty bad tonight.
Right, right. So, anyways, they're in Orlando, and they come to Orlando every year, and I think the weeks
Mhm.
start getting longer and longer.
This year they were able to stretch their points. Last year was really cool. They actually did 1 week in Hilton Head. So we got to meet them up there, and it was our 25th anniversary, so we took them into Savannah, Georgia, where we got married, and we toured around kinda like the anniversary trip.
Mm.
And
Oh,
we actually met them up there because, honestly, this is probably the last time that they'll be able to go to Savannah. This is the last
you're
time that we get to see all that with them together.
you're right.
So, and that's one of the things when my parents come to visit. I actually just recently saw this video again. Somebody said, for people that are long distance from their parents, how often do you see them? So I see my parents once, maybe twice a year. Sometimes
Right.
not even. Last year we didn't see them at all.
Well, that's like when family doesn't
Oh
really
wait,
think about it. When they like Christmases, they're only gonna spend like what, 15 Christmases before like their parents go kaput.
exactly. So our
Yeah.
parents are what, 77, 78 years old,
Yeah.
and 5, 10 years. And if we only see them once or twice a year, that's 10, like roughly 10 times that I'll see my parents again.
Right.
So it's not really 5 or 10 years, it's 10 times.
Just 10 times, yeah. But
So
I'm gonna take that back a little bit. I think it's pretty cool because also now your brother and your sister-in-law are joining the party, and it's good to see them as well when they come down. And they only come down for like a week or 2 weeks.
well, yeah, they used to come down for a week and now they're coming for 2 weeks, which is really cool because my brother, which we interviewed on one of the previous episodes, he could work from remotely. So he was actually able to stretch the 2 weeks out and still work, but yet still be on vacation, and enjoy well, this year we didn't have very warm weather, but
They brought
and that was cool. But what
hardest thing is managing everybody, I think, when
everybody,
everybody. And
everybody.
I hate to say it, but I really dread going to restaurants and going out to eat. I rather cook and cook meals for them instead of handling chaos and making servers and chefs and hosts and hostesses or just people at a restaurant. Like,
Well,
if I had hair, I'd pull it out, but I don't.
well, we've learned with my mom, she's very indecisive as her cognitive decline is going on. And also, it's interesting. I've also noticed that she is kind of ordering what I order. It's almost like she just doesn't want to think about it or whatever. But then she'll be like, well, no, I really wanted chicken, or no, I wanted this. And it's, oh my gosh. So we've actually gotten to the point where we'll pre tip the waiters or waitresses. There was
It's
one
like,
actually.
yeah, it's a before meet them, explain the situation,
Well,
and
The one
you've got
the Italian restaurant that I
iTown.
went to,
It's iTown. When we
my
go
dad's
with your parents,
accent.
we have to go to Italian.
We started out okay, but then my mom, I think, sent the guy away like 5 or 10 times, and then I had to send my meal back, which I hardly ever do, but it had noodles. On the menu, it did not list that it was on pasta, and I'm gluten-free, and I had to send my meal back. So I actually went to the bathroom. I excused myself from my parents, and I went and gave the guy an extra 10 bucks because I'm like, "I'm sorry, we're a pain in the ass. Please don't spit in our food," kind of thing. But,
Yeah.
he was very nice. They were very cool about it, but I'm definitely ready to get the cards. Well, both of our moms are still cognitive enough to order. Your mom is starting to get a little bit misunderstandings with the waiters and waitresses. So the cards, like a little business card that we can slip the waiter, waitress saying, "My loved one has dementia. Please address questions or things to me." I think we are going to get those printed up pretty soon here.
Make a like a blue card that kinda looks like handicap, but has some kind of, like, illustration of, like, a stick figure
Ah,
that but I'm sure I would get a lot of, hate from that. I mean, I'm thinking about if anybody's ever seen the movie Johnny Dangerously, which I highly recommend, go out, buy it, watch it. It'll move you. There's that scene with the actor Joe Piscopo. He is like, park right here, and then his thug that's with him says like, we can't park here. It's handicapped. And he goes, I am handicapped. I'm psychotic. And then he puts like the placard in the window of the car, and it looks like somebody like going like crazy gesture, like screwy. And that's just my humor, but that's not going to work in the real world.
yeah, but
Hey, I try to make the best of it in a situation, and in my head, as an artist, I see a lovely ballet of things going on as comic strips, which I guess this could be inspiring and pretty fun to do as we progress as well.
mhm. I want to ask you, what's the hardest part about caregiving your mom full time? And then an hour and a half away, my parents are in Orlando and coming to visit for the whole month. Plus, we've got Celeste, Harvey, and Harriet next door that we help, not full time, but we help. My brother's here, my sister in law's here. We're trying to finish our book, we're trying to do our projects, we're trying to maintain the property. You have your Tuesday karate classes that you go to, you see your dad, and we just trimmed your dad's palm tree. So
Yeah.
we're helping them. Like, oh my god, we're doing so many different things. Public
If
service
you
announcement, don't do that.
our schedule is full. Like I never saw myself filling a calendar before in my life like I have now. That is
Right.
just insane. We even had to separate calendars, even with my mom's calendar, the poop schedule. That it's all these different things that
We
it like.
we have 3 calendars right now. Your mom's poop calendar to make sure she is actually on schedule instead of telling
Mhm,
doctors that she's not. Her schedule that also has your work schedule, so she knows her doctor's appointments and it doesn't overwhelm her with our schedule.
mhm,
So, because before we had all of that merged together and she just felt like she was doing way too many things.
right.
So we kind of separated them, but we're still having a shared calendar so you and I can see everything, but it's not showing up on her screen, her Echo screen or Alexa. But I know you were really struggling with like trying to be everywhere and do everything and participate and also try to get the book done and stuff.
Well, yeah, because that one's long overdue, and
Right.
I want to get it done for many reasons. Honestly, too, like my parents may not be around for, and if I got to get this book done, so they could see it. Or at
Yeah.
least my dad to see it. Or people that have been waiting to see it, and it's also it feels like if I don't accomplish it, I'm not getting things done. I'm not helping my mom. I'm not doing like it's weird how I put that pressure on me.
Feel like it's holding on to our identity. Like
Yeah,
when you're caregiving and when you're doing so much for everybody else, it is so easy to put your projects aside or put your job aside or and I mean that's why I see this podcast as my job because it's giving me identity and the book gives both of us our identity that will
right.
continue after our caregiving role is done.
Right.
So I don't wanna completely lose that. That's very important to me that we continue our creative work because
I mean, we won't have our own identity of who we
right.
are. Like we're always just caring for other people and doing other things, and it's just you get to that point of like where'd my life go? And I don't
Yeah.
want that. And I don't want to get sick, but I feel like I'm getting affected by this, and that's why I just need to regroup and reevaluate. Like I know, like I'm like, pack it up, we're done, let's go. You're the stronger one out of this, to be honest. I really appreciate that. But yeah.
We
So,
well,
but
we go in waves. You're the strong one sometimes and you lift me up and I'm the strong one sometimes and I lift you up. Today you had a little breakdown with your dad again. So,
yeah, I was
um
like, I was ready to pack up and leave if my mom like does the next stupid thing. But I have to calm down. I have to cool it. We are sorting that out, but
This is the
we have
job
to
we
get back
signed up
to
for.
the
This is the job we
clusterfuck.
signed up for.
Let's get back to the clusterfuck. So
So my family.
you're
So
oh, well, yeah, and I'm not
hold
trying
on.
to no, no, I'm not trying to put down your family. The hardest part that I see, well, 2 things. 1, your parents didn't understand that I can't come out and see them. Like,
You got a guilt trip, right?
yes, yes. I mean, because I'm taking care of my mom. I mean,
They
this is
said
just
they said they understood, but at the same time, we kind of got a guilt trip.
yeah, and so that's frustrating, you know.
Yeah.
And then the other thing added to it is I love my father. Like, I like your dad. Your dad is cool. But and then I feel like I'm out there like standing up for every man or every male that gets bullied by their spouse. When she does that, that
Mhm.
just like really pisses me off.
Yeah.
And she just enjoys doing it in a sense like she has to do it this way. She has to make your dad feel like a piece of shit.
Uh,
I don't
is that dementia? Is that her vascular dementia?
I think over time it developed into it, but also I think in the beginning your dad didn't nip it in the butt
I agree.
because this is going to piss off probably all the women out there, but you got to keep your bitches in line. Rep- Meaning what I'm saying is talk it out with your spouse or your loved one.
Mhm.
Check with each other. See where you things that affect you or hurt you and compromise and work out,
I
not
would
just avoid it.
I would say as a woman, we cannot demand and control everything. Like that's not fair. This is a partnership.
Yes.
And what I'm finding with my dad and other male figures in my life is they're afraid of rocking the boat. They're
Exactly.
afraid of the backlash that the wife will give. There's
So they'd
something wrong
rather
there.
walk on eggshells.
There's something wrong there. You and I don't have a relationship like that.
No,
We would
we
have
talk
the
about everything and we piss each other off, but even our fights aren't so to the point where I never talk to you for a while.
no, we have discussions,
Yeah.
proper discussions, not like my
Not
mom's
not the
version of
discussions that your mom says. This is a discussion.
yeah, I stand up for myself for something and she's like, "Well, I'm just having a discussion." And I'm like, "That is not a discussion. It's a one-way you criticizing everything or you're yelling at him when he's trying to understand something." I had to call her
Right,
out on a few of these things.
right.
But
So that hurts. I don't know. To me that really hurts, and I have a hard time seeing that.
I realized recently I've calculated about 14 years of I've been tracking my mom as she's declining.
Mhm.
So this is a very slow decline for her. Until something major happens, like her COVID infection where she was hospitalized. I think that progressed her as the with vascular dementia, it's a stepwise. Something pushes you further.
Right.
But, you're right, my dad didn't step up and kind of stop some of these behaviors or criticisms in the first place, and it sucks because when I'm around my parents, I see myself doing things, and I hate it.
Well,
I
if you're
do things
aware,
like she
that's
does.
that's the thing of being aware of it, you know?
That's a big difference.
Right.
But you and I evaluate each other and we have those hard conversations in a calm manner, like this kind of way. We're just letting people listen in on our conversations. But
Well, I mean, but it's like a fishbowl. People can look into it and see how we function and live in our life. We're not experts. Never said we're experts, but
but I
maybe that
think
can shed some light.
and with marriage, I mean, we're 25 years married, 29 years together. We're at the
Yeah.
point where the honeymoon phase is way gone. Like we're just best friends.
Mhm.
And I think, well, their children change things. Empty nest syndrome, parents don't, there's all these things that people change when they have kids and they grow up. We didn't have that. So we maintained our friendship. I'm not saying everybody that has kids don't do that, but I do know from people in my life that they have had trouble with that. And I think where I'm getting with is that when you get to this many years together, it takes a lot more effort to have conversations to keep the communication open and being consciously aware of how we're aging together.
Right.
Because we're seeing this example of our parents, your dad and Tina, they're different. They're second marriages basically. My parents, they've been married 57 years. And um I was sorry. I was gonna say what my dad said when somebody asked him what's the key to keeping things together. Should I
That was
say it?
true. That was genuine laugh that came from
He had genuine laughter and he said, um, because he wanted to keep his money, right?
right. He's like, I don't want to, because I want to keep my money. He went like that. And it was like, and I did get him to laugh, and I think you remember that too. I think we were in the lanai at the house, and I said, "Women are evil," and he just bursted out laughing, like
Yep.
it was a jolly, genuine laugh. And I'm not here. I'm not a bigot. I'm not an asshole. I
No.
like, but I. It was just one of those things where I like just kind of can sense how people can understand and relate in a way. And it was like when I heard him laugh, I'm like, "Holy shit, I said that." And it was like, you know,
And
because
I honestly, I agree with some of I mean, women can be so nasty and so just overly critical. I honestly, why? Why?
well,
Let
well,
the men let each individual person be the person and grow together, and if they're not growing, help each other. Like,
in a
wha
relationship,
oh,
you shouldn't be trapping your spouse.
mm-mm.
And I see that a lot. And
Yeah,
I see that where people don't they're not even aware of it. And it's almost like the frog doesn't realize it's boiling until it's too late.
right.
You keep
Well,
turning it up.
I wanted to tell my dad one of the stories that I read in the news recently about a guy in Orlando. Because I've been encouraging my dad to go to support groups and caregiver support things and starting to use the resources that and starting to prepare for what's coming, but he's not doing it. And so I saw this news article recently where an 80-some-year-old guy basically shot his wife because they were having an argument over going on a cruise, and she has dementia. And the wife started during this argument, she started berating him and degrading and insulting him, and he snapped. He couldn't handle it anymore. So he shot his wife, killed her, and called the cops, reported it, said, "I did it. Take me away because I would rather go to prison than to care for my wife with dementia."
That's
And
perfect.
I had that is very profound. It's very scary because, like, okay, my dad had a heart attack already because the stress of what's going on scares me because who knows when somebody snaps? Like, it's scary. I don't think he would ever do that, but who
No.
knows? But I just that's the importance of getting help as a caregiver. Like, whoa, that's
Right.
wow. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to talk to my dad in person, and it was really cool to the last night they were here, they they got to see the sunset over the lake. Just they really got to see where we are now, why it's been so important for us to stay here in the environment that we've created to do this very difficult job.
Yes. He enjoyed having his cup of coffee in the morning on the Lanai. And you could see like the whole it's just quiet, like the lake is there. It's like it's peace.
He sat out there in the morning, he's like, "Okay, yeah, now I understand why you're here." Same thing that you did. He's like you're like, "Why do I like here so much?"
I fought myself on that. I'm like, crap, I like this.
Mhm.
Why is I like this? Why am I here? Like, and but it's not like, well, I'm content. It's just there's something about it that through all this, through all the pain, through all the frustration, it's still worth being here for
Yeah.
me. I
Well,
always concerned about your health and how much you can take my
Right.
mom, that's a pit in my stomach.
Well, and that leads into the next thing I was about to say is when my parents came to Orlando before, we were in our van. So we would just meet them at the resort and stay with them the whole time. They would get a two-bedroom room, and so we'd be able to go in to have showers and stuff like that. But now this year, because we have the stationary position of the house and you had to be with your mom and take care of her, it was difficult. And so technically they understood. Technically I was getting guilt trips. I went back and forth. I drove back and forth twice without you. And then the third time I'll get to in a second. But I can only handle it for 2, 3 days. And I'm like, "Okay," and I know I have to pace myself with everybody. And so just the exhaustion of going back and forth to Orlando, an hour and a half drive each way, I mean, it was a lot,
We've
of a
done a lot of traveling and a lot of driving,
yeah,
even though
and
we
I
not traveling for the reasons of being nomads.
right, but part of me, I do wanna see my family, so I did
Yeah.
enjoy doing that. Well, the second time I went down, my dad tripped down the stairs. There was like the sunlight distorted the stairway and he missed the step and he grabbed his hand and we're pretty sure he fractured his like pinky finger, not the finger itself, but in the hand. It's called the boxer's fracture. But his finger got caught on the railing. And so I helped him get a brace. I'm like, seriously, like this is like a child. Like I had to help and do so much like, telling him to put ice on it, like, taking him to chiropractor, and the chiropractor's like, "You might wanna you might have fractured your thing, and go in a week when it's a hairline fracture, it shows up later," and I'm, like, doing all this stuff, I'm like so it wasn't a relaxing trip to see them, it was I'm caring for them because he can't manage his own wounds, like but at the
Well,
same
even
time, I'm so grateful because that could have been so much worse. He could have
yeah,
fallen down the concrete stairs, cracked something open, and nobody would have seen him because they were at the end of the building, and
your
my
mom
mom was
doesn't even know how to call 911.
no,
And
and it's
I'm pretty sure she would, like, dress up, make sure she looks good before she calls 911.
because she's done that before. So
I was like, he leaves him that was when he was, like, hanging the TV no, lifting the TV
he
to
stepped
replace
on
the other TV, and
yeah, he
it was like he put the TV on the floor in the
and
space where he's supposed to put the TV on top of the, like, the entertainment unit.
yes,
So he's holding the TV, and he's, like, kind of doing a hurdle or leaping over the TV
l
that's on the ground,
lost
and
his
he does something
balance
he loses his balance, and he falls on that TV,
and
and
pulls
then
his
your
hamstring.
mom and
Tears
then
his
yeah,
hamstring. Wait, 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 wait. He tears his hamstring. So one also he just busted his brand new TV, so that was a
right.
waste of money. But he didn't do anything until like the next morning and he fell again on the way to the bathroom. He was laying in the floor of the doorway to the bathroom. And my mom didn't call the ambulance right away. She got herself dressed and whatever and then called and I'm like oh my god, he's laying there with a torn hamstring, he can't move. You're getting dressed? Call and then get dressed. But anyways,
It's
and
pretty
then
messed up. It is really messed up.
yeah, so I am very grateful that it wasn't way worse than what it could have been, but at the same time, I'm like, we went to 3 different places to try to find the proper brace. He didn't wanna go to urgent care. I get it on Amazon, so then I have to go drive because he doesn't like driving around Orlando. I had to go to the
Let's
Amazon
pick
drop
the
box.
resort in the busiest city
I know.
and, like, make our lives, like, just even worse. Like,
And
like,
honestly, I drive when they're in town because he freaks me out when he's driving. Like,
I don't like his driving either.
so yeah, it's just so scary. So I offer to drive, but all these things stack up. I'm using my energy, and my energy is I have to pace myself. That's just the way my body is. So I gotta be careful. So,
Mhm.
anyways, so that wasn't a relaxing visit with them.
Well, I don't think what was relaxing either is, of course, I'm gonna help, but, like, when you came back from Orlando and said that they're gonna be checking out, and since your dad did something to his wrist, he's not gonna be able to pack the car.
He can't lift the heavy suitcases.
Can't lift the heavy suitcases because
So
they take their whole frickin' house with them.
that's my mom's
Jam
a
it
bit of a hoarder. So,
They
yes,
jam it in the van, like in
yes.
one of the minivans with I don't know, like a whole closet full of sneakers. Like, not just like separate shoes for occasions for dressing up.
No, they
Like
each bring
this
like 5 pairs of sneakers.
that type of sneaker, this sneaker, what are these sneakers for? Like, I don't it's in a
Dad even
box.
Dad even made fun of himself for how many shoes he brought.
What the heck? Like, I would understand if you're dressing up to go out to eat and you want the nice shoes or like you're gonna be
Yes.
family, but
So
what?
so my dad asked me to come back and help them pack, and because they were gonna drive up to our place and visit for a few days and then head back to Wisconsin.
And that's when
You
I popped a gummy.
you were smart though. You caught I didn't catch myself. You actually offered to when we go to Zephyr Hills to go to your karate on Tuesday, they were checking out Wednesday. So we went to karate, then we went from Zephyr Hills to Orlando, which is an hour drive that night, slept over there, helped them pack in the morning, which we were going too fast for my mom again. And then you drove the van up. We could just throw everything in all the vans and just not have to worry about it. And then I drove my mom up to our property.
Right.
So I appreciate that you caught that for me and kept me like I shouldn't be really doing that much at lifting and managing them as well. So I appreciate that you caught that for me.
Yeah. And that was my strategy, like you said, is we take our converted van and take that down. And that way I don't have to even play Tetris with their minivan. I can just grab the bags, throw them in my van because like it's just enough space. I think your dad couldn't wrap his head around that. Like he wanted
He
his
was
van like filled, and I'm like, why?
he was
Like
still trying to place
yeah,
things. Yeah.
yeah. So like I ended up like separating, taking the cart down from 3 flights at the elevator, stop at his car so he can be satisfied and content with taking something and putting in his van when clearly I could just say, it's all going in our van. And then you can, when we get to our house, now you can sort it, pack it, and take your time and do it, properly.
Speaking
Cause
of
like,
when they got to our house, what they basically exploded in the
yeah,
house.
I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little satisfaction and joy that I was too fast for your mom. I'm sorry. Because like she would like we were clearing the room. It was like the patio, checkpoint, the living room, checkpoint, the kitchen. Your mom was like kind of being pushed into the bathroom. And then once I got to the bedroom, checkpoint. I pulled all the stuff out. And now we're just waiting for your mom and just sitting there.
I have to bring up this one thing too because I was going through and collecting all the garbage, and I know this is very personal, but they had a poop knife. It was a plastic knife.
Yeah. Oh God.
I don't know if anybody knows what poop knife is.
This should be like I think this should be the title of this episode. Poop knife.
I'm not gonna touch it, of course, but I was like, "Did you guys get rid of the poop knife?" And my mom's like, "Well, no, I just cleaned it and then I brought it." And I'm like, "It's a plastic knife. We have more plastic knives. We can give you a clean one up at the house." Like, what the hell?
Is this the plastic knife you get like when you go to restaurants, you get to go stuff?
Mhm. Yeah,
That's not big enough to be a poop knife.
I know.
Wait, I'm trying to okay. Oh, that's disgusting. Now I'm imagining like the hand is just fishing in the water,
I know,
like
I know.
and stabbing this like brown snake.
I know. I know. Mm. I
Gross.
just there's just certain times where I'm just like, I'm questioning and trying to understand, and then I'm like, "I'm just gonna let this one go," 'cause
It doesn't help that a poop knife is white or is it black?
no, it was a black one.
Okay. Well, at least we
It was
just.
it was the heavy duty black plastic knife.
Oh
But
God.
still, she cleaned it, whatever she thinks is clean, wrapped in a paper towel and put it in her purse, I think, or her toiletry bag. I don't know. Grosses me out so bad. I just ugh.
My poop knife. My poop knife.
You can
Wherever
have
I
another
go,
poop knife.
it goes.
Oh God. I was not planning on bringing that up, but oh my God, that's still.
So
Uh.
that poop knife made it to our place.
So yes. So your mom was home Wednesday when we got up there. She didn't leave until Thursday night to go to her boyfriend's, which, okay, I'm thankful for her going to her boyfriend's because it would have been hell to have my parents and her and everybody together for 5 days. Oh my,
Exactly.
holy crap. It was hard enough to have 2 days, Wednesday and then Sunday when she came back. My God. But my parents like moved everything in. Just exploded all over the house. Shoes
I
were over
know.
there by one chair. The computer was piled up over somewhere else. My mom's pills were all over the counter.
That 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 ooh, that got to me. Like that
Yes.
counter was my mom's continental breakfast. Like we
Yes.
had snacks there. She just started putting her boxes in front of my mom's like snack station. And
Yes.
inside that box were her medication. And then yeah, it was just like any surface in my house had to be something on it. It couldn't just be like a nice
Yeah.
planter, like stuff around it that even ooh, this one got me off the rail.
Rant alert.
The rails of the crazy train was like they had a bin of food, like one of those collapsible bins, and they put it on one of the chairs we weren't using. But why do they make it look like it's living on the edge, like it's about to fall over? Like why can't like things just be balanced properly, knowing that someone could just nudge it with their ass. I'm sorry. I want like eh,
Mom's not very good with spatial relations. I get
no.
it.
And between yeah, exactly. And so, why? Why? Like your laptop is about to fall off the counter.
I brought in my mom's bags. No, not that red bag. I want the other bag. Can you get this? Can you get that? And I'm like, no, we're not moving you into the house. You're only here for a couple of days.
They were there for like 3 days. And
No, it
they
was
moved.
5. It was 5.
Okay. Well, it felt like it was shorter, but
I know.
I don't
Like I said, thank God your mom was not there. And honestly, that's the other added
I
part.
I
Your
saw
mom,
the guest room that I was sleeping in, like, 'cause it's not my room, it's the guest room in the house, and your mom took that over to that guest room, and I was like, I couldn't even see my makeshift dresser that I have my clothes on. I wouldn't be able to get to my clothes
nope.
'cause I'll be honest, I wore the same clothes because I couldn't get to my pants.
You have clothes in the trailer.
I no, but all the pants were in there.
Oh, okay.
My underwear was in the trailer, the shirts were in there, but my pants, the cotton ones that I wear,
Yeah.
like all the different colors, all
Yeah.
of them were.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm just like, well, I'll just wait till they check out.
So to add on top of all this, your mom is freaking out about her boyfriend's birthday party.
Right.
And she's trying to plan all this stuff and saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to bake a cake and I'm going to make potato salad. None of that happened. So
And she
you and
invited
I,
us over.
yeah, I was not about to try to get my parents to go to that party. That was just gonna put me over the edge. To try to get my mom up the stairs at his house, like, I know that that's not gonna happen. So we just managed those expectations and say, "Nope, we're gonna keep them separate." You and I showed up to at least participate. That was interesting.
What about your famous restaurant that you like that has great ribs? Like that whole
Oh,
caravan.
Wednesday night before your mom left. No, it was Thursday because your mom left on Thursday. Anyways, your
Well,
mom
maybe
flipped
Richard and
out.
I would have wanted to go, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, no, but your mom was like, she had plans and she got all upset that she's not going to with us to this dinner.
Yeah.
She wanted to participate. So she was like mad at us for her making the decision to go to her boyfriend's, not with us.
Right.
And she
Because
started yelling
she's got this birthday party to plan for him.
and she started yelling at the dog, like screamed at the dog to get in the house. And
Right.
then she got all upset that she wasn't coming with, which thank God she didn't come with because it was so noisy in there. It was freezing cold. All of her triggers in one restaurant, she would never have been able to do that. So I'm glad she didn't go.
We had your mom's walker. We had
We
Harvey's walker.
Harvey's walker, Harriet, Celeste, my dad,
Harry,
you and me.
like, yeah.
So 7 people.
And either of them are in really good shape walking around, like
No,
moving. It's just, it terrifies me. And
I'm I'm sorry, I will not do that again because the 2 of us trying to wrangle 5 elderly people.
I
Oh
swear,
my
as
god.
I am, I'm like a elderly herder, you know. Just give me a staff.
Oh my
I,
god.
it's like,
And it was funny when we got to there, I was asking how long the wait was because I'm like, oh, my old people are getting cranky. We got to find out how long the wait is.
oh.
And then I looked around and I was like, wait, I'm sorry, they're all old people in here, like the
Well,
whole restaurant.
well, like I just didn't want to associate myself with that party when your dad basically went and like scoped out and saw, I think it was like 6 people or whatever at a table, and they're
Yep.
done with their meals, but they're still talking. And
And
he's
he
like, I
complained.
saw this table over here and they should be just leaving because like they're sitting there talking after they, like, oh my God.
I'm like,
And that's
isn't that what
basically,
we do?
I looked at your dad and I said, you would do the same.
Yep.
That's what I said. It was like,
And then he did. He's like, yeah, I guess you're right.
and I'm like, but like, yeah, your dad has no patience.
No.
What were you expecting? Honestly, seriously, do you
Can
expect
I
like the sea of people to part and everything is just gonna go your way, where
can
you're
I
gonna have a table like right away? What? Like,
Can I ask why retired people have no patience? Where are they going?
I
Why do
don't,
they have to rush through traffic? Why do they have to get into the first restaurant? Blah? Why?
I don't.
Where are
Maybe
you going?
maybe some people can chime in here.
Please tell us.
Yes. I mean, I haven't got to that age yet. Maybe I'll be like, "Oh, now I get it." But at least I'll be aware of it instead of, but I don't like, I've learned to have patience in things, and like I'm able to occupy myself because, okay, so we're not sitting down right away. There's so many things that you could do. You
Mhm.
seriously, you can scope out, learn about the restaurant, learn about the history, look at the photos. Oh, there were like photos on the wall of people fishing, and he
Yeah.
likes fishing.
Yeah.
Why can't you stop and smell the flowers?
I
And for me, it's easy because I take my sketchbook out and I just start drawing.
Right.
Perfect opportunity for me to get something that I love to do that's passionate. It doesn't always have to be like, we're only going here on a mission to eat. Like, it can add things into your life. I just don't get that. Like, I don't like, it has come to that, Amy. It has. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm like,
I know.
what the hell are you doing that you don't have
So then I threw more at you. Celeste's
time?
birthday was on Sunday, and we had a family dinner for that day too.
Uh-huh. So I
And
grabbed another gummy.
and our friend Matt, that is a van lifer now, he
Yes.
shows up.
Oh my God. I was like, but that was
I'm
really
pretty sure
cool.
I told you. I'm pretty sure I told you that he was coming.
You may have, but in this whole
Chaos.
fiasco over the month of March so far, what we've been having, it's like I probably you probably told me, and I'm like, oh, that's nice, honey, and I'm like,
And
but like,
honestly, when he reminded me, I freaked out too. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, please don't come before Friday. Like, we can't handle it.
it was just so funny because like I go in the garage and I don't have a really good, like, I'm not good at hiding like my expression. I was like, oh fuck, what's this? Like, but
It's like, let's just add
I
another person.
yeah, it just took, that was just my reaction, but it's not like you, it's just like you can't be here and stuff like that. Just like
No.
I just had to gather myself, but
Well,
that just like I
because
felt
we want to entertain and we want to participate with everybody, and it just we knew we were already running thin. But Matt was fantastic, and honestly, he was a godsend
He's a
because
great person.
he's a chef and he cooked all of Celeste's dinner for her birthday dinner. I just
Yes.
said, "Here's the food we have." He cooked it. I just had to kind of set the table and coordinate a little bit. My God, I don't think we would have been able to survive if he wasn't there. So I am
Oh,
so
no,
grateful.
'cause I have so many things going on, like, I literally don't have time for this to cook, and
Mhm,
you're busy as well. It just turned out really well that he could chime in, and he could do that for it. That was actually one of the best presents that we
mhm,
gave Celeste, is a personal chef in her kitchen,
mhm,
and he had his chef top on, like,
mhm.
his whole that was
He
cool.
had the whole
I like
outfit.
total experience, like, in your home, it just takes it to another level. So I mean, yeah,
And
he
she asked, we wanted to do something for her birthday. She asked if we could recreate her surprise birthday from last year. For her 80th birthday last year, we came up, we cooked a leg of lamb, we had a whole dinner set up, and your mom failed. She was
yeah,
supposed to get Celeste to come back, and
yeah.
we were gonna surprise her with this dinner, but your mom never said anything, so you
No,
and I ate it by ourselves.
they just went out to eat, yeah.
So, we had the house decorated, we had balloons and streamers and everything, and she comes in and
It was a big occasion, yeah,
yeah.
80 for the 80th.
So she asked us to kind of sort of recreate it. We didn't get all the way, do everything, but it was still very nice. It was awesome. So she really appreciated it. She loved it. And you like knocked it out of the park with the eclair mound. It's like the eclairs from our favorite little coffee shop down the road. And Joe, like, I think we had 7 of them that looked like a rack of lamb, like up, we had sprinklers and whipped cream. It was
Yeah, I
awesome.
got the candles that have, like, they spark, like, they're
Oh,
kind of
sparklers.
sparklers, not your big, long
Yeah.
sparklers. That was the vision in my head, but this worked out, like,
We don't wanna light a fire.
yeah, and so, yeah, they were stacked, like you said, like a volcano of eclairs. This one place just right down the road, 5 miles from here, they have really good eclairs. They're homemade. Celeste loves them. I love them. I just have it's dangerous, it's like, to be that close, but they're so good. Like, when I found out the day before, it's like, "What's her favorite cake?" And she doesn't really have a thing, and I'm like, "Oh, alright, let's do something different. Let's make this different," and it was like, eclairs. Let's see if they like, let's go reserve eclairs. And so we went the day before, and it just turns out the eclairs were in in the
Mhm.
case, like, already there. And I'm like, I'll take them all. It's like I didn't have to
Her
reserve 'em.
reaction her reaction was perfect. I mean,
Right.
it just surprised her, and it was just perfect. She loved it. It was awesome. And that
Yeah.
those moments just like, okay, I know we were chaos and stressed out and exhausted, but that's why we do what we do. It's just so sweet.
It is.
I don't know, maybe me? I don't know.
All right.
We have fun with it. We make the best of it, right? We just roll with it.
We roll with it. That's true. And that's all we are working on, is we can roll with things, and that's how we do it. Okay. I thought we were summing this up.
No, 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 I've got a little extra. There's more to it. Um,
Oh, crap.
two things that I wanna say. One, so our mothers both have mild, moderate forms of dementia.
Mhm.
They both talk to each other. They each think that there's nothing wrong with the other one. I don't know what you mean. They sound fine to me. So it was really cool to see them having fun talking together because it's been quite a few years since they've really talked.
2 of 'em.
I have to give my mom some major props. She actually a little too blunt, maybe, but I loved it, and I was just trying to hold it in when I heard her say this. But my mom was trying to be very helpful and very compassionate, and just trying to get your mom to say, you don't have to be so obsessed with having a man. She said, don't be obsessed. And it's really not good to smother him. You don't want to smother him because he should try to miss you a little bit and stuff like that. I was like, oh, she said it like flat out into her face. I was, oh my God. And my dad goes, did you hear? Did you hear? She was really trying to help you. And I was like, Yeah, but didn't go over so well.
Yeah, because if we go back to earlier in the conversation we had about your mom bullying your dad, the situation with my mom is she's manipulative to her boyfriend. Like
She is
she
now calling him out saying she wants to go on a cruise
yes.
and all this other stuff, and he's like, "Okay." And
But yeah, but she wants to have like other guys around to make him jealous or something like that. No, that's messed up.
I told her that, we were coming down this today, or well, Tuesday for your karate, and that Matt was gonna be on the property still. And I said, "Are you okay with that? Are you gonna be comfortable? You know him a little bit now." And she's like, "Well, I don't know what Richard's gonna say." I was like, "Why does that matter?" And she's like, "Well, he might be jealous or something." And I was like, "First of all, Matt is not interested. And second of all, it's not good if he's that jealous all the time." And
She's so full of it.
she's so full of it. He's not jealous at all, and she
Yeah.
thinks that's great, and she likes it when he's jealous, and she likes
Yeah.
it when a man's like that, and it's like, "No, this is not healthy. This is scary." And I just
That's
loved it. My mom called her out on that stuff, but
Yeah, and that's why like I stepped into Lanai and I did say that comment and your dad just laughed hysterically just to wrap this all up was like I said women are evil because you do some manipulative shit like that. That's just really messed up.
yes. And I have one more story. So your mom was upset that we were still over at Celeste's house on Sunday. My mom and Harriet and I were playing a card game with Celeste. Because your mom has it too hot in the house for my mom. My mom needs to have the air conditioning on. They're not used to this heat. So we were over there. Well, your mom comes over to Celeste to get her dog, is what she said. But she also wanted to spend time with my mom, I guess. Or she was jealous, whatever. Well,
Pressure.
as my mom is walking towards the door, your mom is behind her, and I'm in the back. And Celeste is in the kitchen talking to us. And I was like, your dog misses you when you're gone. She's not doing well right now. She really misses you." And she's like, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" And Celeste made the suggestion, "Well, what if you take her to your boyfriend's house and there's those leashes that you can put in the ground. And if you're afraid of going down the steps at night or something to take her out, keep the leash at the top. It's long enough. She can go out. She's not going to get lost and comes back. And you can unhook the leash." Your mom flipped out. She was like, "Don't force me to do anything, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that." And um, basically, what I'm trying to get at is her filter of social etiquette. She's literally yelling in the back of my mom's head and
Yeah.
screaming.
Yeah.
And so my mom is seeing this firsthand, and she's just kind of standing there quiet, like, "Whoa." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Don't you miss your dog when you're gone?" And she goes, "No." "Don't you want to try to take care of your dog? Because Joe and I are getting a little tired of taking care of your dog. You're just ditching her." She
Mhm.
just kept going on, "Don't force me to do anything. I don't wanna try. I can do whatever I want." And, oh, that just like, okay. So, I don't even know how I calmed her down, but I was just like, "Oh, alright, well, I guess whatever. Let's just go home." It was just we got outside and the sunset was out and I was like, "Oh, look at this pretty sunset." And it was just like all of a sudden your mom just didn't even flip out. So to me, that's progression of the dementia and the agitation. So we started new gummies for her. So I'm hoping
Yep.
those are working for her. But yeah, it was, oh my gosh, once once mom and dad left, it was like, and then I want to give you props also throughout this whole thing. I just started my new injections, and you've been helping me with my injections. You've been giving me my shots in my ass.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
New
this
level in our
is
relationship.
yes,
29 years knowing each other. Bend
I
over.
just
Here it comes.
not in a good way either.
No.
But I just wanted to tell you I love you and thank you for doing those shots for me and helping me through that because this month has just been chaos and I know it's been hard. And you deserve this break from me. I'm down here and you get to take a break and take care of yourself a little bit too. I can do my shots myself. I don't have to have you do them, but I do appreciate that you helped me with that. So,
Yeah, I love you too.
oh, thank you.
Well, that was fun. Did you enjoy venting?
I hope people enjoyed laughing with us because this was just so much chaos. Just like insanity.
It's a mouthful. It really is.
You
It
can't
was
even
like
make this shit up.
it was a clown car, but with like a bunch of clowns that are, 55 or older with walkers stuffed in the car.
70
That
and older.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah. We're done. We're done. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Rolling Rogan's Art of Aging. We will be back with our next episode, How to Make a Dog Vanish.
No, we're not doing that yet.
Oh,
No. All right. Love you, honey. Good
I
night.
love you too. I will see you in 7 days.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We
Bye.
out.